Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Marvel Legends Secret Wars figure, The Beyonder, by Hasbro. So now, this is probably the first figure of him. I don't have any recollection of anybody else doing the figure of the Beyonder, which I kind of think is odd because of the factor the original Secret Wars line that this figure is from. You think he would have had a figure because he was the main villain throughout that whole storyline. So it's interesting now that he finally gets one. So I'm actually pretty interested in opening him up. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. You're very much appreciated. And if you watch this video and you like it and you haven't subscribed yet, then I ask that you please subscribe as well and check out my Marvel playlist. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So here he is in packaging. I do like the packaging for this because of the factor it has that classic Secret Wars look from the original toy line. So I do like that they took the effort to do that. So you got your Marvel logo here, choking hazards, the Secret Wars logo, his name right underneath. Got Hasbro in this corner, spinning around this way. You got your age restriction. And you get this nice clamshell here, which shows him and all his accessories. All right. Spin them around here. You got a bit of a profile card going, which is pretty nice. Marvel, 40 years of Secret Wars. Everybody that's part of this wave. How to use his shield. And then your legal underneath. So, back around here. With all that being said, let's open him up and see what he's about. So here he is, out of packaging. He's a good-looking figure. His outfit is definitely very 80s because the original Secret Wars did happen in the 80s. Now, for any of you who don't know, the Beyonder is a godlike creature from another dimension. For you Star Trek fans, he would probably be the equivalent of Q. So that's a point of reference. So, basically, he could do whatever he wants, however he wants. He's a god, period. So his look, if I remember right, he got his look from actually David Hasselhoff. I think that's where he got his earthly form because he doesn't look like this normally, and we'll get to that in a minute. So first off, we're going to start with the rotation. So you got this side. You got the back. Whoops. Go. You got this side. And then back around to the front. Now, there's not a whole lot of special details and what have you, so the only thing that really is worth mentioning, I guess, would be the head. He has such an evil, sinister look to his face. I do kind of like that. I also like that his this part of the jacket here isn't molded as part of the body. It's a separate piece, almost like a vest. And you can tell just by the way how like it can open up here to the chest. So the chest and this part of his shirt are two separate pieces. And then the rest of it's, just a basic white outfit. So there's not really a whole lot of detail to go into with this character. So now let's start taking a look at his points of articulation. So the head does move. All right, you got a shoulder joint with a swivel. You got an elbow joint. And you have a wrist joint. Get this other arm up. There is a joint right here at the hips. There might be a joint inside here, but if there is a joint in here, it's probably being blocked by the jacket. So we'll spin them this way. You got your thigh joint with a swivel. All right. You got a knee joint. You do have a... Oh, no, I thought you would have a swivel at the top of the boot, so I'm wrong. There's no swivel there. And then you do have an ankle joint. Probably one of the better ankle joints I've seen so far. And then put everything back into place. So everything moves pretty well with him. I don't have any issues. except for him standing. There we go. So I don't have any issues with any of the way his joints work. Now he does come with a couple of accessories, not a whole lot. So he comes with 2 open hands. So you have one. All right. He has 2. All right. He comes with Battle World. Now, once again, back to Secret Wars. What he did was he made a planet called Battle World for all the heroes to fight on. So this is a model of such Battle World, which is kind of cool. And then I think, if I remember right, whoever won got the prize. Almost like a Highlander thing, I guess. And now you have his shield. Now, they gave him the silver shield because he's technically the bad guy. He is, but he isn't. You know, he's a higher class of being that cracked into our universe, saw us, and was curious about us. But he looks upon us like, I guess, how we would look at ants and stuff. You know, he doesn't see us as intelligent beings. He just saw us as minor, you know, life forms. So that's why he created Battle World and all. And I think near the end, he kind of started realizing that he was a bit of a jerk. But anywho, so they do give him the silver shield like the bad guys. Now, this is what I'm talking about, his form. So you see here, you see him more as a white energy field. So that's basically what he was. He was just pure energy. So he goes from that, and then it switches over to his human form. All right. And then, of course, just like all the other figures, you got the Secret Wars, you know, card back for that as well. So first we're going to do the hands. All right, so let's pop these hands off. Usually they pop off pretty easily with these figures. All right, there's that one. That one. All right, so as you see, the hands swapped out very easily. No issues. Now, I wonder, you could probably, if you really wanted to, get his hands like this. You can actually have him hold the Battle World. Like he's holding it in his hands. Now, there might, and I wouldn't be surprised, there may even be a picture somewhere during the 80s that might actually have something similar to with him holding this in his hand. That wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And as for the shield, also you have the little clip in the back here, so it could just hook onto his wrist. All right. Just like that. So if you want him to have the shield, you can. Pop that off of there. And then this pops open. Just like that. You can pull his thing out of there. Close it up. And now you have the Secret Wars. So everything works very well with him. I don't have an issue with any of his accessories. All right, so my final thoughts on him is I do like this figure. I think he's pretty neat. Now, there's not a whole lot of unique and different things about him, but I feel like if you're somebody who is really into like 80s Marvel, then he's definitely a must-have for you because he was the main character in both Secret Wars and Secret Wars 2, and I think he even popped up every now and again. So if you want to complete your 80s Marvel collection, then I would definitely recommend this guy for you. I think he'd just be a nice piece to go with the rest of your Marvel figures and what have you. So all his joints work very well, and also his hand swapped out just as easily. So no issues there as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys did like this review. If you did, go ahead and check out my Marvel playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.